Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And this one we're going to be reacting to Battlestar Galactica, The Plan. It's off the back of finishing the entire show. We thought, okay, there's one last bit to do. Don't think we're going to do Caprica, but if there's one movie to cap it off. I know this doesn't take place after the events of the show. It's somewhere in between. But if we can watch a little bit of the show, that's still good enough.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did recommend watching this in between certain episodes, but I think because we were kind of on a roll of kind of what was happening next, we decided to do this kind of after. To be fair, I'm still trying to get my head around the ending. It's been a couple of days. I'm still trying to get my head around the ending in a good way. Just but I am assuming it's gonna explains. I don't know why they released it after. If it's kind of,
I think fans are probably clamoring for something Battlestar Galactica related, and
could be
they probably did this movie.
Could be.
I think it came out a year after, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Chronologically, it didn't come out. Like the webisodes came out. That was understandable, but this just came out completely. Like it's just, yeah. Maybe people wanted more.
Yeah. So let's see what kind of context or information it fills in. Battlestar Galactica: The Plan. Let's check it out.
The Cylons were created by man.
They rebelled.
They evolved.
They look and feel human.
Ooh, it's a funky recap.
Some are programmed to think they are human.
It's kind of got everyone in the opening credits, doesn't it?
I was doing fine here. Thanks for exposing me. You weren't doing fine, thank goodness.
Oh, this is where Brother Cavill got made.
Yeah.
When the other Cavill came on board.
Our failure is obvious. We had our foot on the throat of humanity and we failed to step down hard enough.
Oh, they're spacing them. Oh, we're going all the way back then.
When they resurrect, they'll return.
With apologies tumbling from their lips like jewels.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, they literally never did. Up until Helen died.
I'll be on Caprica making final arrangements with our contact. So if you're going to go soon.
That's so epic. The fact that they were hoping that he was hoping that all these 5 would die and resurrect after that bombing on Caprica. Yeah. All 5 survived.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Anders, who was trapped on that planet.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Trapped in Caprica.
Is it the day of? Yeah. Oh, 14 hours, sorry.
All that poking around inside the defense mainframe should give you a huge advantage bidding for the contract next year.
Well, that's not going to happen.
You clear on the timing?
0700 tomorrow, Caprica City time.
Oh, and I hear that poison is really not that bad.
That's crazy. Just commit suicide so you won't feel the effects of being blown up.
Oh, we get to see PyCon.
That's the first time we get to see yeah.
You really like those olives, don't you?
Maybe I just like how I look, reaching for them.
Yeah, this is creepy because he knows.
It's creepy. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows who she is.
So he was on PyCon ensuring that she basically dies. That's kind of what.
All functions nominal. All functions optimal.
Damn.
The center holds. The Falcon hears the Falconer. Infrastructure check.
The shock you must have got. Oh my god, all of these ships are in the atmosphere.
Just appearing, yeah.
Accepting scan. Love outlasts death.
We're going high!
Is that?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
She just disables it.
Yeah, switching them all off.
And remember to get Jeremy to check the numbers on mayoral staff downtime.
Are you in, Coach? I'm going down!
I like that they're showing us those guys because we already know the other 2, Chief and...
Damn.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn. Oh, we saw that. Yeah.
This has happened before.
Oh shit.
Damn.
And what, he didn't remember he said that?
Imagine being there looking at that. It must be crazy.
You just feel a sense of hopelessness. What can you outrun? I mean, they did, but still.
Oh, he was on the pyramid team. That's interesting.
The cities of Caprica are burning. The oceans of Aquaria are burning.
It's all
The
just
courthouses of Libra.
burning.
Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's just here.
She had to have survived it. I was thinking, when the blast hit, I was like, that means she must have woken up, but she didn't wake up, so...
None of them did, right?
Yeah.
This has happened before. Am I gonna die?
Even she
It's
says
amazing
it.
to have that flashback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't over yet. Not when you've got so much left to learn.
That's a bit messed up, again.
As of this moment, we are at war.
He's probably pissed off she didn't die. So...
But then he said you have much to learn, so... I don't know. Felt like he didn't want her to die.
Yeah. But it's not none. Obviously, we know none of them woke up, so they're just.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Coach?
I'm assuming this is where they start, like, grabbing weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say that's when they start the guerrilla tactics.
My husband, he's in the Colonial Fleet on Geminon.
Your husband's in the Colonial Fleet.
Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just step right this way. We'll do our best, man.
Have we seen him before? Can't remember now. Wasn't she the woman in the when Apollo used to go and visit her or something?
No.
No, it's a different lady.
This was the first episode, wasn't it? 33
When they were
minutes.
jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every 33 minutes they were jumping
They just
on them.
couldn't sleep.
Every 33 minutes, they come back. Raiders diving out of the light like bats.
It's like it's proper torture. He's just there to torture her.
It's like he's observing her, but then it's just...
You fail to observe the moral failures of humanity, against whom you find me lacking.
This is how much he hated what he is, and
Yeah.
blaming them for his parents.
I mean, it's a bit extreme though, isn't it?
But that's just how much hatred he had.
Mm.
There's a really strong possibility that we're all gonna die here. So I say it comes down to how we're gonna die.
He's always a good leader.
This turns it around. Right there.
It's crazy that Simon had infiltrated the group from way back when, and
They all
practically-
have. Leo Burns on the Colonial ship.
Yeah,
Colonial 1.
I thought that was Doral.
Being afforded a chapel, I just wanted to post these flyers in the restricted area.
It's crazy. Yeah, we're getting like the alternate view, but of
Yeah,
the
from
infiltration. Yeah,
Yeah. Rather than the
the humans.
I suppose we did need to see this so it shows us how freely they moved around, because they'd always pop up here and there in each episode. Here we can actually see how easy it was them for them to just kind of move around.
Do you know about the plan? Title.
Welcome. I see we don't have a 3 or a 4 here. That's interesting.
That's crazy. They had meetings on Galactica.
Yeah.
Now, I have assignments I'm going to give to each of you, along with our sleeper agent.
There's a sleeper agent.
Yes, an 8. I'll talk to her.
Ooh. When would that have happened?
Something I'm trying. Explosives in a pyramid ball with a detonator.
That's clever.
Homemade grenade.
Because they can all throw a ball, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
I was going to say they're moving a bit too much, aren't they?
Well, we also know that not all of them made it. Right?
Yeah.
From that group.
Let's finish this!
No, hey, no, hey!
Well, some of them are dying again. Oh, some of them are definitely dying. Oh, that's a mad sacrifice. Wow.
I wasn't expecting her to do that. I thought she might just get shot running.
Took one for the team, I guess.
Yeah, she had to.
They're just dropping like flies. Yeah, I can't remember now. Were there dwindling numbers when we saw Sam for the first time?
They didn't have a lot of people.
Mm.
They had their own little base. Well,
one of your counterparts managed to get himself outed back on Ragnar Station.
I can't understand.
That was the mini-series.
Yeah. That's when we first properly saw them all coming.
Mm.
We're walking around this fleet wearing that jacket. You're recognizable.
Well, his jacket was burgundy. This is teal.
That doesn't really help. Oh. I love how they've got like the fashionistas of the Cylon world. This is dolphin skin.
That
was a suicide vest.
We did see him. Do you remember he was walking towards that door?
I'm trying to figure out when in the show that happened.
Remember your training. On my mark, picking your burners. 3, 2, 1, mark.
Damn, he's tapped into the radio.
If I found cylinders in that condition, you'd be looking at a shutdown.
Grab the spares.
There are no spares.
Welcome to the Galactica.
Oh, okay, I get it. You can't afford to be as stringent.
Exactly, yeah. You just got to work with what you got.
Do you need to see me for something, Lieutenant?
No,
For Boom Boom time?
So how long have you two been seeing each other?
Yes, it's that obvious, Chief.
I've seen office romances before. My old job was full of them. Our romance had different obstacles. There's always something.
One big obstacle is your daughter.
Daughter. Yep. I was literally going to say that. It is crazy now that we know that information and we look back at it now and we're like, this is just
Before we're like,
insane.
I can't believe it didn't work out. An elephant?
I feel like I'm gonna die or something. What a way you are. When you wake up, you're gonna begin a whole new life. A human life with a human name.
That was the trigger?
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Trust me, it'll disable the fleet. Someone just has to get in there and attach explosives to the tank.
Yeah, we saw this.
We didn't see this.
Not this bit.
Yeah, but we saw the water.
We saw her,
yeah,
the explosion, yeah.
Go get some explosives, blow up the tank, and then have a fatal accident. Right now, I'm late for dinner.
Is the fatal accident her shooting herself? I'm overthinking it.
I'm Gianna O'Neill, Simon's wife. And this is Jenny, from my first marriage.
So he actually settled down. It's interesting.
Stop by sometime. And remember, I know where you live.
Creepy.
That doesn't sound threatening. Basically, he just didn't want to go back.
Yeah, it seems like he didn't want to do any of that kind of stuff.
He's happy.
Yeah. Oh, this would be the first time they...
It's the first time they've seen copies of them.
Yeah, human. Sorry.
Yeah, humans.
In human skin.
Frackers look like us.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it even harder because then when they're running around like this, it's how do you trust anyone?
I'm not sure if we should detonate the charges. I mean, these humans, there's so few of them. They're no threat.
Every one of them, or at least Simon and her, they're trying to sway away from what the plan is.
Yeah.
And he was always there to keep him on path.
We never saw him. We knew he was there. We did see him on the fleet, but he was the one. He's like the puppet master.
Yeah.
If I report what's happened, they're gonna think I'm a Cylon agent.
they're not. No, they're not. No. Why would they think that? That's crazy.
People are getting crazy.
Not as crazy as you think.
Cavill's still alive.
Somebody help me! We got.
Oh, that's clever. He's lying down as if he's one of the guys in the truck.
And his brother Cavill. It's the
other one, yeah.
The first Cavill we saw in the show.
Yeah.
There are those who think this current devastation is punishment for man's sins.
Is that what you believe,
I don't believe it's punishment from the gods, no.
Nope. It's a punishment from you.
Perhaps the Cylons have assumed the role that the gods once had.
Do you your confessions?
I can, of course, yes, I can.
We'll talk later.
He's like, shit, I wasn't expecting to actually be a father.
Yeah.
a priest in this kind of situation.
He does a good job of it, though. Like, passing off as it.
Is it? I sounded really manipulative there.
He's trying to justify it. It's like, kind of, yeah. That's the beauty of it.
I'm a medic. There are other things that I can do.
Oh, yes. The serial killer option. That's a fine option.
Wow.
Weren't supposed to be alive in the first place.
No one was supposed to be alive. Our people were supposed to be positioned to cause destruction, not mop up afterwards.
Oh, sounding a bit tantrumish.
You come back tomorrow, and we'll talk about you blowing up that ship you live on.
It's astounding by the amount of times he puts each of them down mentally that someone's not stepped up and just killed him.
Well, he offed himself.
He treats each of them like shit.
Yeah. He's like a dictator, isn't he?
As you can see, the man in the photo is carrying an explosive device.
Sorry, he's what?
This was a good episode, actually.
He was making maelstroms then as well.
Yeah, hiding in the dull depths.
Okay, so who wrote that?
I'm assuming it was Leoben. He had paint on his hands.
Could be.
One old man.
He's like a father to me.
He is your father. All mankind are our fathers. The sin for which they deserve to die.
Oh, God. It's such a stupid way to think.
This guy, isn't it?
It's such a
He's
stupid
just...
way to think.
I'm happier when I'm under. I'm happier when I'm human. I like myself.
Oh, bring him back down. Bring him back down, Cavill. She's being too happy. Start treating her like shit.
Never say that. Never.
Never say you're happy.
Yeah,
shame on you.
You should be unhappy at all times.
You can do this.
It's amazing how he manipulated her.
That's your sister.
This guy is just something else.
Nobody taught her how. Kara plucked that knowledge from the stream.
I don't care if she plucked puppies from God's ass.
She has a destiny, something beyond us. I'm starting to understand why God loved humankind before he changed his mind.
No. If you get a chance, you kill her.
Your plan's falling apart. What the hell was that?
How'd you get so far ahead?
He swapped it. He swapped her out to save her.
Wait, it's a lie.
Doctor, it's all right.
It's a lie.
The photograph was a fake. What?
God, he was so funny in these earlier episodes.
He was more kind of like flamboyant about his actions and stuff.
He was more panicky.
He was a lot more because he knew.
How did she get off of the ship?
God, me, there's been no ships coming or going.
I gave you an order.
I had 2 Marines tailing her. They say they went around the corner.
That's how she got off. Remember when, on that episode they were looking for her and you were like, how the hell did she...
She disappeared.
Yeah.
We had to fake the evidence. Walter, he helped us so much on Caprica.
Are you attracted to this human?
No.
Yes.
Walter's a brilliant man, yes. But you should have seen me. I was brutal with him.
It's so funny. It's so funny because Cavill's like, why aren't you guys doing what I want you to do?
They're evolving, you see. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I could blend into life on another ship with another disguise.
Go. And don't forget to give them our coordinates. I want this finished.
Don't remember this.
I think we should indulge you in your obsession.
And the first interrogation where he says the famous lines to her.
The destiny, yeah.
Yeah, the destiny stuff.
God.
Oh my god, he's seeing all of that. How? Did he see all of that?
That's what yeah, it looks like it. Just by touching her, like. Because that kind of explains why he didn't kill her. As it means it wasn't going to kill her in the first place, but...
Are you a war orphan?
Mm.
2 decks below, there's a room. And there's people in that room that are in charge of children that nobody wants.
Yeah, you can't listen in on his plans, can you?
But why does he keep coming back to him?
I'm ready, sir.
I have a very special mission for you, and I won't kid around.
Yeah, she comes back from that mission and shoots him.
Need you to Luke.
That's the one.
Cylon base star.
Yeah, you're right. That is the one, yeah.
Why waste time sleeping? There's an entire race of Cylons out there trying to rip out our fucking throats. We need to spend every moment that we can living. Right?
What's he doing?
Angry.
Where you going? Gianna? Baby, where you going? Baby, come back! Come here!
Well, that was weird.
Cavill got to him?
Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched, would it?
Explosion imminent.
Boom.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh.
Is he dead?
If he's not dead, he's dying.
Thus is the beast decapitated.
Nope. Nice try.
He must have been so pissed off when he pulled through.
I'll blow up my ship. I will blow up the Cybele. One condition. I want my family kept safe.
Oh, he doesn't care about them.
You don't want that. You see, if they die now, they'll die without ever knowing what you are. You shot him. But you didn't kill him. You didn't kill him, and things were finally going well.
I'd lost the best part of myself.
Yes. All right.
Like he gives a shit.
He doesn't care about anyone.
Bye.
No.
And good luck.
It is funny how Callie actually ruined his plans. As in, they were pulling her through the corridor anyway.
Oh, he's fully given up on her. He's walked away.
Yeah. After her explaining everything.
Yeah, go live your life. That's where Starbuck first meets her husband.
Another one of her, and maybe him.
Skin job's that.
That seems likely.
You lying bastard.
So that's why they attacked them in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's random humans. Each side is going to suspect the other. I wish I could watch.
It's gonna fail again. They're not gonna kill each other.
It's weird, this scene has so much more meaning now when you look at it. When Chief was talking to her.
I really am sorry.
Oh, okay, so he's planted the bombs already, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense why they're showing it.
I love you.
I feel for him. Another one who didn't want any part of Cavill's plan.
Yeah, but then he didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say, did it blow up then?
Probably on a timer.
Maybe.
We were jettisoned the water, and then she personally found loads more water.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That is a very good point. She did the job, but she found more water.
Shot Adamo, but not very accurately, since she loved him.
You've got to do it yourself, Cavill, if you wanted to get it done.
It feels like that, right? You can't trust others.
Simon killed himself out of resurrection range without blowing up the ship because he couldn't imagine life without his little human wife.
Oh, he didn't blow up the ship.
He didn't. So yeah, he decided not to.
Oh, Cavill.
This isn't an interrogation, but it is an investigation.
Do you think he was a Cylon because he killed himself?
Use more silence like that, huh?
Chief, don't.
That's savage.
He left a note.
You did?
Love outlasts death. We really did just want some answers. No one thinks that your husband was a Cylon.
Well, he was.
May I have that back?
That's messed up to find out like that as well.
Yeah.
All this time.
He initially.
I hear the new woman's voice.
He initially gave the instruction that, I've seen copies of them, so they'd shoot each other, and now he's seeing them come back to base.
Yeah, that is true.
Don't you fours have a little place? What do you call it? Ranch?
Oh, it might be the same Simon then. You can just put on a doctor's coat, right? Because we didn't see him back in with the group afterwards, did we?
We didn't know. That's what I was thinking.
Sit down.
What does this kid keep doing here?
I want to know who he is. Because I'm
Do you think he's someone important?
I don't know.
What do you think is a way for Cavill to slowly melt, even if it's for a short time?
No, I do. Yeah, I think definitely this kid's going to change his mind about something, but
not
who
fully,
does he-
not
who
enough.
is- not fully.
I don't think
yeah,
it needs to be
yeah.
anyone important though. He can just be a kid.
No, you're right. Just to show his change, I guess.
Yeah, even if it's for like a split second, and then he's back to being a
Yeah.
dickhead again.
Yeah.
Berlin was there and she was going to see me run. I find myself worrying about my own fracking reputation, so I didn't run. I'm a goddamn coward, brother.
So you did the right thing, but for the wrong reason. You didn't.
Yeah, that's how it seems like.
Yeah. You still did the right thing.
I'm not going to run anymore.
But it won't be because of reputation now. It's because it's the right thing to do.
Can you forgive the Cylons? Or something must have made them.
Made them what? Destroy billions of souls?
Humanity
No, fracking
had
them.
so much sin.
Are you kidding me?
You know, it's funny. He knows at this point that he's talking to his dad.
Yeah, but he wants to see if he's actually learned that lesson. That can you forgive them? I don't think any one of them would have got to that point.
But I didn't feel like he's asking Sam, the human, could you forgive Cylons?
It's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he'd learn.
Innie.
But he loves.
Yeah, see?
What are you really doing here? What does this man mean to you?
Oh yeah, because none of them know that he knows. That's the beautiful thing about it.
How did she not figure it out ages ago? Was he completely out of sight?
I think so. Oh.
Right, because he would have been in that camp for a long time before this happened.
But we didn't see that he was there.
Barely get back to camp! Doc's Cylon, take him out!
Okay.
So they figure out there.
Yeah, go back to camp and take out the doctor. He's a Cylon. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if we didn't see him. She would have seen him. I think that might be a little discrepancy.
Picture of a pyramid star and their fracking team doctor. My husband.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, she would have now
He was a Cylon.
figured it out. Yeah.
I thought he loved me.
He did.
Someone made him do it, don't you think? I mean, they keep finding more of them, and they must have been in contact. Someone was making decisions.
She figured it out.
I think Simon was told to do something, and instead he killed himself.
Well done.
That's what I'm saying. She figured it straight out.
She was a better shot than that. It's like she
missed on purpose. Yep.
Purpose, knowing that the Marines would take her head off right then and there, knowing that it was.
Love defeats death, right? Or whatever they said. Something along those lines.
If I thought I was a Cylon, I'd climb this ladder all the way up there. I do it with style.
Yeah, and then hang himself.
He didn't hang himself.
Do you remember I didn't have visions of this.
He didn't hang himself. He jumped off.
No, I know, but he had visions of it.
Does that frighten you? The idea of putting your trust in others?
Honestly, yes.
Yeah, well, I've done it, and they all let me down.
We know who you're talking about.
It should scare the frack out of you. But good luck to you.
Again, it puts it into context, that conversation now, doesn't it?
You mean to tell me that you'd go on loving them even when they're dead?
What are you talking about? Of course I love those people. Death doesn't change that. What's the matter with you?
You failed again, Cavill. Cavill's like, these lot don't learn. They can't learn. They're not learning. What? Oh. I had a really dark thought there for a second.
I thought he was, yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought he was going to kill him.
Wow, he had a shot on her.
Friends are dangerous things.
He just killed a kid.
Oh my god.
Well, forget the fact that I said that he might change Cavill's mind a little bit for like a split second. He was...
Death doesn't change that. What's the matter with you?
He just killed a kid.
But this isn't... That's the change in this Cavill. This is messed up. Stupidly messed up. Oh my god. This guy, flipping hell.
Well, it's in keeping with his character, I guess.
Yeah, his character. Yeah, his version of Cavill, yeah.
Okay, this might kind of start making sense. They have a conversation here because when those guys woke up, they'd all left. The Cylons.
They were gone. Yeah. They'd all left.
Get the frack out of the way.
You're so lucky he's got an inhibitor chip.
At that point, yeah.
There's going to be a truce. We just need to convey it to the humans. All of them.
I can deliver that message.
Well, at least we had one Cavill soften up.
Yeah, compared to the megalomaniac that we saw afterwards.
The Cylons have left the colonies.
Security!
Yeah, this is where he figures it out, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm not a fracking Cylon. I'm not...
Well. Okay, then.
I remember that bit.
Sweep the house. Clear up ahead.
They're all there. Are all the five there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all
and
there.
There's 4. Where's Anders?
There you go.
Yeah, they're all there. Oh, that's crazy.
Not how I imagined it.
Nope. You wanted them all dead and resurrected again.
We had a temper tantrum in the form of a cataclysm because we wanted them to treasure us, the one.
Oh my god, he said what we've said. He had a temper tantrum.
Yeah, he did. All
wow,
alone.
Look at that.
We wanted to be held to a bosom, to be petted and perfumed and told we were the princes of the universe.
Exactly.
But that was never going to happen.
I don't want to be human. I want to see gamma rays. I want to hear X-rays.
Yeah, I remember that speech.
And feel the solar wind of a supernova flowing over me.
Well, you got your wish.
That's true, isn't it?
I could know much more.
And that's the end of the movie. Thoughts?
That changes a lot of how you see this entire show.
That's it.
As in,
Not
I
for
always
me.
like it when they, as in, why certain things happen, when they happen, what the reason behind why they happen, kind of thing. Like, it's not just random episodes where you just see, people trying to accuse the Six trying to accuse Baltar of trying to oust him and stuff like that. I like it when they do this because, and I'll give you an example. When we saw Gator's webisodes, it really explained why he became the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
And this just is insane because Cavill was around the whole time, scurrying around the ship. Obviously, no one had seen him, so they didn't know he was a Cylon. But the fact that he was able to have like a... Also, I do find it funny, not funny, but interesting that he was putting flyers up around the fleet in order to essentially...
only the Cylons joined into that thing.
Only the Cylons decided to turn up. I mean, obviously, it must have been something in the pamphlet that kind of...
Yeah.
But the fact that he was like, that was their plan. It went completely... It didn't go the way they wanted it to. And then he basically just decided, okay, I'm going to use the resources that I have to basically create maximum and it never went the way he wanted it to.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, the movie should really be called The Plan, and the little subtitle there, and How It Failed, because in every single instance, it's never worked out the way he wanted it to. From every single order he'd given out to all the other Cylons, to trying to see how, like, to trying to predict how it would go, it would never work in the way because he didn't see how powerful love would be, or how it would affect these Cylons. From Simon, and I forget his number, but like him obviously falling in love, and who else? Leah Burns.
Well, even like
Starbuck.
Leah Burns' one was very interesting. I found that really interesting. The fact that he was listening to her, and then he realized what he realized, and then he basically went out of his way to tell her. Or I don't want to say that he was protecting her on.
No, but follow that. I know what you're saying. Follow that part instead of doing what
that part.
Cavill wanted him to do.
Yeah.
Who else just couldn't do it? Boomer had been struggling throughout the whole thing, trying to do his whatever he wanted.
But it really put that story into perspective as well, because the bits where we couldn't really explain how she turns on and off her mind and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. When you said it changes a lot, I don't think it changes. It just adds context.
Perspective.
Yeah, it litters some stuff in. Like, this is, that's a gap there. Why did that happen? That's why that happened. But it still happened. So it didn't change. It just adds certain things. Adds detail. Who else out of the Cylons? I can't remember. I mean, he was just putting down Doral just to change his clothes and blow himself up. 6.
What happened to that other 6?
Which one? The prostitute 6?
Yeah, I can't for the life of me remember now.
And that woman throughout this whole movie, who had lost her husband when we first saw her, to then becoming working on the deck
on the ship. Yeah,
and then the whole her and Simon story, that was completely new. We hadn't seen her in the show. I don't think we'd seen her in the show.
I thought we did. I don't think that's a new. I'm sure she was in
like a small minor role, or like something major happening.
She looks very familiar. I do remember. It's one of those ones, they've snipped it together perfectly, where you questioned, was she not? Obviously, you've spent countless hours watching 4 seasons to go back, and I'm 100% sure she was in. And even if it was like a small thing, I'm sure it was.
Okay. But yeah, essentially, his plan didn't work out the way he wanted to, and he didn't foresee love kind of toppling all of his plans. Right up until near the end, or it would be season 2. It would be season 2 when they get saved, and that specific Cavill realizes that death doesn't affect anything, and he's like, "Oh, this is all wrong." And then he, like, that whole tantrum speech that he gave at the end is like, that's perfect. It's a perfect description you gave there, but you got spaced, so it doesn't matter now.
I think I can see why people would have wanted us to watch this before the end. Because it does tie into it's one of those ones where it's like it didn't have any spoilers or anything, because you look back and you see, okay, the 5 were there. We just had no idea about it. The funny thing was Cavill was trying to obviously get them to wake up, and in the end it was Soul killing Ellen. That's the only reason why she woke up. Otherwise they none of them would have.
That was quite funny. That resurrection plan he had in the beginning didn't go to plan at all for the original 5.
Yeah.
That plan just went down because they all survived. They all just ended up surviving.
They all somehow, yeah. They also, yeah. But I did like I said, the change in Cavill's character between Caprica and the Galactica one. How he realized that was an interesting change. It did. The farm thing makes so much more sense now. I look back and I think, can't believe I got it completely wrong. But essentially, they just wanted her to stay away from Anders, and thought, okay, fine, you essentially give her the snip or whatever.
Harvest her ovaries. But yeah, it wasn't. That wasn't the primary plan. It was a secondary. The primary is getting her away, and whilst we're keeping her away, we can mess with her a bit. But yeah, that wasn't the Simon that was in the camp. I don't know if that's a discrepancy, because she would have seen that Simon around the camp, and when we saw her in the hospital bed, she didn't. She was like obviously she thought she was human. Unless he just stayed away. A medic staying away?
Maybe she realized that he was. No, I don't think it's a discrepancy. I think she realized who it was. They realized, obviously.
She didn't. That was the beauty of the episode. Not figuring out where she is. Otherwise, he was doing regular checkups. She would have been like, "What are you doing here? Where are we?"
But she never really interacted with him.
She did.
That's probably
what
we're talking
about. They had full-on conversations. Oh, you mean the camp one?
Previously, yeah, the camp one. Yeah,
You don't know that though.
That's what I mean. We don't.
That's what I was getting at. You don't know, but it'd be safer to assume that they're all interacting with each other. It's one camp.
Yeah, and it is. There's not a lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unless he's literally been hiding in a corner.
In the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would make sense.
But yeah, it wasn't that Simon. And once Anders realized, he said, "Okay, go back to the camp, get rid of that guy."
Yeah. They did say that. Yeah. Just trying to think if there were any other. I mean, obviously
the kid.
Do you know what? Secretly I was hoping that it's someone we've seen and Kevil's had an effect on him, and he's carried on. That guy's just a statistical bastard. You just killed him. He bought you an apple. Like he was, he had nowhere else to go, and he literally just. I think that shows you. I think that's the show kind of showing you how. That's the Cavill we got at the end when he shot himself in the mouth. That's the Cavill that we got.
Like shows you his conviction of how sure he was in what he believes in.
Yeah. What he believes in, yeah. And it shows you the difference between the Cavill with the hat that was on Caprica, who realized his mistakes, versus. I do find it funny though, because he was like, "Oh, I'm going to box you," and it's like, "You're just going to box 1-1." Like it just
doesn't make a difference, does it? It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. It doesn't make a difference, but
yeah, I liked it. I think that was pretty much it. There wasn't any other added bits of context. I don't think a plan that failed is pretty much it. But yeah, this was our last foray into Battlestar Galactica. I liked the movie. It gave us a lot of context, especially how certain Cylons acted at certain points in time. It wasn't independent. They had all been given instructions.
Orchestrated.
Orchestrated. Mostly been given instructions. But great movie. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the movie and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.